The daughter had taken meticulous care of her paralyzed mother for 10 years and was publicly recognized for her devotion. Yet the mother coldly announced on the spot that she would give all the millions of yuan in demolition compensation to her unfilial son. In an instant, netizens across the internet erupted in anger, condemning the mother for her preference for sons over daughters. But the mother paid no heed to the backlash whatsoever. A reporter, perceptive enough to sense there might be an underlying story, came specifically to interview the mother. To the reporter's surprise, the mother proposed that she secretly install a camera at home to livestream for 3 days. By then, people would understand why she had made such a decision. The reporter agreed upon hearing this. On the first day of the stream, viewers saw the daughter carrying a basin of warm water to wipe her mother's body, doing so with meticulous care like a professional caregiver. Even when the mother accidentally soiled the bed, the daughter cleaned it up personally without a single complaint. But instead of thanking her daughter, the mother treated her like a servant and ordered her around. When the son saw his mother's incontinence, he immediately showed a look of disgust and urged his sister to stop taking care of their mother. He said that if their mother died early, both of them would be relieved. His words, however, were met with a sharp rebuke from his sister. Netizens watching the live stream praised the daughter unanimously, and their condemnation of the mother and son grew even fiercer. Unaware of all the online backlash, the daughter continued to take care of the elderly woman diligently and without complaint. Later, she even cooked a hearty meal for her mother personally, but the mother slammed her chopsticks and bowl away in disgust, insisting on eating the leftover cake that her son had just finished. The son, though, told her to buy it herself. Helpless, the daughter could only beg her mother to eat properly that day and promised to buy her cake the next day. True to her word, the daughter bought her mother's favorite cake the next day, but the mother looked disgusted and said she didn't want to eat it. With that, she tried to push her wheelchair away coldly, only to collide with her son, who was walking without looking where he was going, and fall to the ground. Seeing this, the daughter hurried to help her mother up, and accidentally cut her palm in the process. But the first thing the mother did after standing up was to ask if her son was hurt. However, the son ignored her completely and only cared about going to play video games. Netizens watching this scene were also furious, and they all scolded the mother for deserving to be in a wheelchair. With only 1 day left of the live stream, the reporter couldn't help but call the mother and urge her to end the stream. Otherwise, people would dislike her and her son even more. But the mother said not to worry, that there was still 1 more day and things might take a turn for the better. The next morning, the daughter came to take care of her mother as usual. At that moment, a group of debt-collecting thugs suddenly broke in, demanding that the son repay the gambling debts he owed. Almost all of the millions from the demolition had been lost by him in gambling. Upon hearing this, the elder sister was furious and wanted to teach her younger brother a lesson, because that money was supposed to be used for their mother's medical treatment. But the mother said indifferently that it didn't matter if the money was lost. Hearing this, the daughter was completely heartbroken. She couldn't help but ask her mother if she was really her biological daughter. She had spent all her savings to take care of her mother and pay for her medical treatment, yet she had never received a single word of thanks. But her younger brother, who had acted recklessly and never cared for their mother, was protected by their mother everywhere. However, the mother refused to answer coldly. Disappointed, the daughter left home. The son also left to lie low for fear of retaliation. At this point, public opinion had completely spiraled out of control. With only a few hours left until the end of the live stream, the reporter suggested stopping the broadcast, but the mother insisted on waiting a little longer. In the evening, the reporter finally couldn't stand it anymore and decided to end the stream. But unexpectedly, the daughter came quietly behind her mother with a sinister look on her face. Some netizens noticed that she seemed to be holding a knife in her hand, and they couldn't help but suspect that she was going to do something foolish. Little did they know that this was exactly the moment the mother had been waiting for.